Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our webinar series. Today, we're being joined by Mark and Matt Day from Day Urinal Mats. Every session, we meet with one of our new suppliers for them to have the opportunity to highlight their product offerings and value to DISCO membership. As always, these webinars are going to be recorded for later viewing. And if you have any questions during the presentation, put them in the chat at the bottom, and we'll take care of you after our presentation is complete. Hi, Matt and Mark, how you doing today?
Doing great.
Doing fine, thank you.
Awesome. Now, I know you guys are still very new to our group. So wanted to make sure you guys had the opportunity to present your offerings to our members. I'm going to do a quick screen share. So the presentation you sent me will come up and you guys can take it from there. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Excellent. So you let me know how you let me know when you want to move, okay?
Sorry about that. So we always like to start our presentations off with a quick question. So anybody know why couldn't the toilet paper cross the road? Anybody know why the toilet paper couldn't cross the road? Because it got stuck in a crack. So we go to the next slide. So I'm sure you guys may be wondering, like, what is a Day urinal mat? We do know a traditional urinal mat and what that looks like and what it is, but Day urinal mats are quite different than your traditional urinal mat. If you would click to the next slide, we'll have a diagram to show the difference. All right. So if you recognize with our urinal mat, it comes in 3 parts. We have a base mat, which is a solid 3-pound sturdy high-grade rubber urinal mat. We have a pad that inserts inside the mat that can be changed at your discretion. It's a fragrance pad, and it has the consistency of the face mask that we're used to wearing, and it has the capacity to hold liquids like a diaper, like a baby diaper. And then also it comes with the top tray or the grill of the mat, which kind of closes the pad on the inside of that base mat.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, you want to add anything to that?
I think you pretty much got it covered. You know, just the fact that it's 100% antimicrobial. It weighs 3.3 pounds, so it's pretty sturdy, stays in place, and very easy to use with the click snip in the back and the front of the mat when you want to replace the inside of the liners. So, yeah.
Awesome.
And just one other thing about that grill, it has tabs. Of course, the diagram doesn't really show it, but it has tabs on the grill to remind you here at the top. I don't know if you can see my mouse here, but here at the top of the mat, it has a tab. So whenever you replace, yeah, right here, right in the middle, it's a little button right here in the middle of that. It has a tab, and that shows you that you have the mat in right side up. So if you've ever put it in upside down, it wouldn't fit because that tab, it wouldn't slide into that little hole. So that's another added value.
Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes things easier for everybody.
And like we said, the pads, those replaceable pads, they can be changed as frequent or infrequently as you need. We have those mats in restaurants, and they can be changed out at the end of a shift. We have them in casinos. They can be changed out each shift change. Airports change them out daily. So it just really depends on the traffic and the volume of your restroom. And those pads are, I mean, just the accessibility and the reason to change them out is really at your discretion.
That's excellent.
All right, and then I don't know, has anybody had an opportunity to see the mats? But Mark, do you have one with you?
Yes, I do. Give me 1 second here.
All right, So we always like to consider these three compelling ideas that the quality of our mat brings to not only the market, but to our customers. The value of our mats, like we said, is a antimicrobial, 3-pound, sturdy, high value, high quality rubber mat. The value is definitely there. We have a 3-year warranty. If those mats are used properly and cleaned regularly, they'll last you for 3 years. The sanitation value is second to none, because the one thing that we know about those mats in the bathrooms is that they don't normally stay in place. But with the non-slip rubber we use, the weight of the mat, they stay in place, they don't slide around. And the sanitation of the bathrooms they go up tremendously whenever you put these in your restroom. All right, so Mark has a actual mat here, and we'll show you how
Okay.
the functionality of these mats are so cool.
Yeah. So this is a demonstration of the mat. This is how sturdy it is. And here you would see the clips where you can clip and lock the mat into place. Can you see it?
It's slightly off the screen.
Okay. Well, this is basically the mat here,
Mhm.
front of the mat.
Mhm.
And then this is where you can basically take the,
Oh, great.
the gray pad
Yeah.
apart. So I'll take that apart here. Very
Mhm.
heavy duty. And these are the insertable liners. So the
Mhm.
front of the liner is an absorbent pad. The middle of the liner here is the absorbent center. And then you have the plastic back, which is the PE film. So nothing actually penetrates down to the base of the inside of the tray.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Yeah. And not only, well, you can't really smell it over the internet, but they smell great. We have 16 different fragrances that these mats, that the insert liners come in. So
Mhm.
we can mix and match whatever fragrance you want your restroom to smell like.
That's awesome.
And not only the value, the sanitation, and the functionality of these mats are they superior, but the stylish presentation, like they just actually look good in your bathroom.
Mhm.
They give your bathroom that extra pop. They give your
Mhm.
bathroom a more visual appearance, and they just look
Mhm.
good they just look good in the restrooms. And guys always recognize those mats. Whenever we go anywhere, they always recognize those mats. And we always get good kudos about, just how cool they look, how fresh they smell, and just the
Mhm.
presentation part of it is just second to none as it relates to any other urinal mat that you'll find on the market.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
And I also would like to chime in on the insertable liners once more.
Yeah.
They're dispensed very easily. So they come in a 30-pack case like this. I don't
Mhm.
know if you can see that there. 30 in the case here. It has a penetratable center where you can remove each liner out, basically like tissue paper or toilet seat covers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
awesome.
and instructions for it is on the back of both the box for the mat and the pads.
That's perfect. That's going to make life a lot easier for anybody who's changing these out. That's
Definitely.
great.
We can go to the next slide.
Sure.
Okay. So, and this is just a little bit, just some other features of the mat. The mats that we have a patent on the design. The low slip was the mat is a low slip, leak-free mat, so it's not going to slip, it's not going to slide. It's going to have a moisture locking material that traps in, and if I don't know if you could see it, but the base is actually like a little indention into the mat, so it's like a cup, really. It holds that pad inside, and the moisture is absorbed into those pads. And as it deodorizes your bathroom, it eliminates those odors, those urine smells. And then also, if you notice around in some of the pictures that we'll get to later on in the presentation, the floors are damaged because of that uric acid that's in that urine, and it can actually ruin your floors. And then we've also seen places that had to replace floors because that uric acid has damaged, destroyed, and then the smell has seeped into the floors that they had to just rip out the whole floor to
Oh, boy.
that odor. So this is definitely an opportunity to kind of prevent some of that deterioration and that damage to
Mhm.
the floors as well. Okay, these are some actual pictures that we taken at places that we went and visited, and these are actually footprints or tracking leaving the bathroom. So of course we know that the urine is inside the restroom near the urinals, but we never consider when we leave the restroom that our customers are taking those disease and those virus and taking them out. So when you don't have the mats, it's just you're standing in it, and then of course we don't like to think about it, but it kind of tracks outside of the restroom, which is what
Yeah,
that kind of helps
yeah,
prevent.
that's a really good growth point. That's good.
Just some more tracking that we've
Mhm.
noticed in and out of the restrooms.
Mhm.
Okay, this is an article that we found. There is a link. I'm sure Courtney can share it after the meeting, but
Mhm.
we found this article that says how urinals and urinal mats actually help keep the restroom safe, help keep people going into the restroom safe from all different kind of virus and disease and things like that. So this was a cool article that we found. And then we also found another one on the next slide as well that kind of talks about restroom safety. Exactly. All right. So we have it's scientifically proven that keeping your restroom clean is a good thing to do. Restroom cleanliness is at the top of everyone's list these days, and it definitely protects from COVID-19. And these articles that we found kind of it just explain what what the urinal mats and what the restroom cleanliness can actually do for you and your patrons.
Yeah.
Okay, and we kind of went over the instruction, how it works, but this this user manual is actually on each package and inside of each the pad replacement box as well. So you're going to always have the instruction user manual whenever you get ready to replace or change. But after a while, if you do it a couple of times, you'll know how to do it. But again, this is on each package and it comes with each order. So you'll always have the user manual right there with you for cleaning instructions, cleaning out, changing the replacing the pads and things like that.
Mhm. That's awesome.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and let Mark kind of talk about the additional benefits because he's more in the restrooms. He's more in touch with the clients, and he knows exactly the ins and outs of how these mats actually do really benefit restrooms and our clients and our customers.
Can you hear us, Mark?
Yes, I can. I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
I had
okay.
it muted there, but yeah, no, like just to chime in on that, everyone, the reason for this product is the prevention of tracking bacteria, the prevention of odor, bad odors, and also, damaging your floors. So
Mhm.
just touching on the fact that this product works, we do guarantee this product, meaning if you're not happy with this product, we don't even want you to have it. And we do refunds, which it's
Mhm.
very, that just takes the worry off of the customer with the product.
Yeah.
Preventing spills. No one wants to go in the restroom and see that unsightly drop
Mhm.
droppings in front of the urinal.
Yeah.
Also, contributing to the smell, which is one of our biggest attributes is the fact that, you know, each one of our liners, it's fragrance. So, you know, there's no need for aerosols or any other fragrances in the bathroom because each one of our pads is very penetrated with the fragrances that you choose. And
Yeah.
that's, you know, those are the highlights. And that's the reason why most customers love our product is, you know, simply because of those three reasons.
And an end user going into a restroom and experiencing that pleasant scent is such a huge part of how they identify whether or not that restroom is clean. So being able to be part of bringing that good scent to an otherwise not so nice smelling area is going to be is a huge value add to what you're providing here.
These again, these are actual photos in restrooms that we visited. And you can clearly see on this picture here on the my far left, those white, that's not that's damage to those tile floors. That white staining, it doesn't come off no matter how much they mop and clean. That's from that constant damage that uric acid does to the floors. This middle picture was an actual restroom at a major mall that we visited. And these on the far right, on my far right, is a competitor's mat that when we walked in, this is the position that it was in. So of course it's not in place. That the mat doesn't have any you know additional benefit sitting halfway under the under the toilet. It's not even under the urinal. And this is one of the things that we notice with these competition mats is that they're so light and flimsy. They don't stay in place. They don't have any, you know, fragrance to them. They're just really sliding around the floor and really can cause more damage if someone, you know, slips and falls on this wet floor here in the middle. Of course, the unsightliness of that left picture, or just this mat that's not doing any help to anything, just sitting, you know, under the mat and not even in place. So these are three great pictures that we found that our product definitely combats. And I think the next picture would show us what you'll look like when you replace that with Day Urinal Mat. I mean, it just looks
See how much nicer that looks.
much nicer. This is actually an oval. We have two shapes, an oval shaped mat, which is the one you see here in the picture. And we also have a diamond shape, which is a little wider, a little heavier. So just a different additional value to the whatever your preference is. We have restrooms that have multiple urinals, and you see how clean it looks. The mats make the restroom cleaner. They give the restroom the different pop to it. The black and white goes so well together. So our mats are always an additional bonus to any restroom that they go in.
I love it.
Yeah, and just to chime in on that, the more urinals in the restroom that you have, meaning you have more pads in there, so the stronger the fragrance would come from the mat. So it's basically like it's benefiting when you have more urinals in there. So I just wanted to chime in on that as well.
Yeah.
These are actual restaurants. These are not just pictures that we say, can we take a picture in the bathroom? These are actual clients. This here is a brewery, if you can tell, of course, but they employ our mats at the brewery.
That's really nice.
I think this was a lounge. They have like a blue light restroom, and the mats are in the blue lounge. And then we have different combinations, different colorways that you can switch out. red, blue, green, yellow, black, and you can
Mhm.
switch them out. They all fit. Each mat color can go in a different grill, can go into a different base, and they all are interchangeable.
That's fantastic.
And this is what I
And
was trying.
also chime in on that, our mats are private label as well. So if, you're a bigger customer order, we can do private labeling and like Matthew said, mix and match the colors to,
Mhm.
if you have a certain arena, school, stadium that would like, different types of fragrances and different types of colors, we can do that as
Mhm.
well. So that's another added benefit.
That's great.
And like I said, Miss Courtney, we do have this oval shaped mat is the one across the top with the 5 colors. And then we
Yep.
also have this diamond shaped mat. So
Mhm.
it's not coming soon. It's already here. So we do have the 2 different shapes, the
Oh,
oval.
super. Super. And the diamond and the octagonal all come in all the different colors.
Yes, the oval is in all different colors.
Excellent.
Anybody know? I don't know if you know why you shouldn't drink from the toilet. Anybody know 2 reasons? Number 1 and number 2.
He's got dad jokes. And yeah, I know one thing that I wanted to ask you guys specifically, even like from the very beginning, you know, do you have a dedicated sample program? Because this is definitely something that falls into see it to believe it. Do you guys offer a sample program?
Yes, we do. We do free samples. The samples are free for customers, but if the shipping you would have to pay for. But if you request a sample today, we can have it out within a week's time. And
That's great.
yeah, just to test it out. And the sample comes with 1 mat and 7 of the insertable fragrance pads. So
That's
yes.
awesome. That's really sizable. Okay. And your minimums, your order minimums?
We have we have 3 different tier order minimums, which we have our importers minimum, which is very high. That's 5,000 mats and 150,000 pads. Then we also have our master distributors order minimum, which is 500 mats and 30,000 pads.
Mhm.
And then we have our distributors minimum, which is 50 mats and 1,100 pads.
Okay. All right. And and even though that sounds like a lot, this is a number that they're going to go through very quickly.
Of
They're going to go
course,
through
of
it
course.
very quickly. Okay, that's awesome. That's
And one
awesome.
thing,
Let me
Courtney,
see.
that we also recommend to our high volume restrooms is that
Mhm.
they get more than 1 mat. So what that means is if you have more than 1 mat, so when you need to take one out, you can have another one to put on that floor to replace it. So that's always a positive thing when you can pull one if you need to clean it or something like that. You have one more to just throw on the floor, and those pads are interchangeable. So you can pull that pad out. If it's still ready, you can use it in another mat as well. So multiple
That's
mats
great.
is also another additional bonus that you can always use.
That's awesome. Now, when it's time to change out the pad, I know this is the part that everybody dreads the most. Can you walk us through that process a little bit? I imagine there isn't going to be any leakage so long as the pad is being replaced as it should. But what would what should somebody expect when they're swapping out the pad itself?
Well, typically when you're swapping out the pad, it's gonna be, it turns the liquid into a gel. So, you're not gonna have to worry about that leakage. We have different tier pads, but you know, our standard streamline is the bowl. And if you were to be, let's say in an airport, you know,
Mhm.
that pad, you would want to probably change it out at least maybe once every 3 to 4 days. You
Mhm.
know, that way, you know, this product is all about sanitation, cleanliness. We don't want you to have your generic mat on the floor that stays on the floor for, you know, weeks at a time. This product is
Right.
for you to be able to change out on a regular basis, and keep your restrooms clean and smelling fresh. So,
Mhm.
you know, I would, you know, recommend for bigger arenas, change them out at least once every 3 to 4 days. For
Mhm.
your smaller restaurants, office buildings, or whatnot, you can change them out once a week. And, you
Mhm.
know, simply mopping over the mat, taking the pad out, mopping over the mat, putting a new pad insert liner inside,
Mhm.
and replacing that grill. You know, it's a fast 30-second process. You know, it's not like
Mhm.
a long, extensive, you know, cleaning process to maintain this product. It's very easy, very
Mhm.
simple to maintain. And for, you know, anyone that needs more details on this product of and how it works and how we go about cleaning it, we do have links to cleaning videos so you can
Mhm.
see how easy it is to change and maintain.
That's great. That's great because I know from different conversations I've had about mats, that is the part that everybody dreads the most. I've never had the pleasure of using a urinal mat, so I can only take y'all's word for these things.
And you know, I think the cleaning part is always thought about as kind of nasty, but
Mhm.
we wear gloves. We wear gloves when we clean. You have to wear gloves when you mop. You have to wear gloves
Mhm.
when you clean the sinks, when you clean the mirrors. And like Mark said, this is just an extension of your regular restroom
Mhm.
cleaning. We've actually done timed um, cleanings to where we went down and cleaned the restroom with 10 urinals within under a minute, taking the pad out, putting another one in, and we did at
Mhm.
least 10 urinals in under a minute's time. So it's not like you said, those pads are the same consistency as a urinal,
Mhm.
the mask that we wear. It's the same type of material.
Mhm.
And then if you ever think about a diaper, I have 3 kids, and the diapers don't leak. Your kid can use that diaper all day, or of course not, but
Right.
use that diaper a
Yeah.
couple times, use that diaper, and when you take it off of them, it's not dripping and leaking. This is the same material that the pads are made
Mhm.
out of, so you're not gonna have to worry about picking a pad out of that base and it's dripping urine. They're not
Mhm.
designed that way, so
Yeah.
that's not gonna be uh when you have to clean it. Just replace it, pull it right out, put it in the trash bag, and stick another one in, and it's easy as pie.
Mhm. Awesome. I love it. Those are the questions that we have that came in, the questions that I personally had left. Now, if anybody is interested in getting a sample, please let me know. My email address is cwood@nisco.com, and we'll be hearing from y'all soon. Is there anything else that either of you guys wanted to add before we close up?
I just wanted to just say we really appreciate the opportunity, Courtney and Travis. We really appreciate
Mhm.
the partnership idea, just to share and present our product with the world. And we know we have
Mhm.
the best mat that you could find. The technology
Absolutely.
is so unique, and we just appreciate the chance to just show it off to all your partners. So thanks a lot again.
Absolutely. Well, and thank you. Thank you for partnering with us and your time, your expertise. And if there's ever anything that either of you need from us, let me know. And for our distributor members, same thing. Let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make everybody's life easier.
Well,
So
thank you so much. I
yeah,
was saying thank you so
absolutely.
much,
Thank
Courtney, for
you.
your time. You're doing an excellent job
Oh,
with this
thank
product,
you.
and we'll love to get this product in your hands. We
Mhm.
know how great it is. Just
Mhm.
want to share it with the world.
Absolutely. That's part of what we're here for. You guys have an awesome rest of your day. Thank you again so much.
All right.
And for everybody viewing, thank you for sharing your morning with us, and we'll see you next week. Have a great rest of your day, everybody.
All right.